I put in the chat that you can see this properly and that you are with me live. I would love to know. And I'll just get started in a few minutes. I want to talk today about something I've gone through and kind of the obstacles that I found in my training journey. The biggest one, how I was able to overcome them. This is part of our 50K subscriber party this coming week. So we'll have a live stream every single day of the week with different topics, different things that we'll talk about to help you achieve your goals in trading. So as part of this channel hitting 50 subscribers, 50,000 subscribers on this channel, we'll be doing these live stream every day with different guests, different people, and helping you, of course, get better results in trading. So today I want to talk about trading obstacles. And if you are like seeing this, the back is really messy. It's like really weird. I'm moving to a new apartment, so I'm in this new apartment now. It's different. It's kind of cheaper, so I can travel more. It's better overall. So all yeah, it's still not properly done yet, but we'll get there pretty soon. Anyway, so what I'll cover with you today are big obstacles that I've had in my trading journey, things that kind of push me back and help me or prevent me from achieving my goal of trading full time faster. I hope the sound is good, by the way. I'm using this microphone here, so let's see. So things that kind of prevent me from trading full time faster and in an easier manner. The first one is having wrong expectations. So that's the big thing I see people having right now sometimes is that they think they can make it in X amount of years or X amount of months, and they think that they can make these returns per month. I thought I would be able to make like 50K or $100,000 per year from the first year, and I couldn't, of course. That's not a good expectation to have. Now, it's okay to have expectations. It's good to have goals for sure, right? That's a good thing. But the bad things comes when your goals cannot be reached because they're just too unrealistic. They just don't make any sense. Like these expectations cannot be reached because they don't make any sense in reality. And then you start to be pissed off about it, start to be more negative, you start to lose some confidence in trading. And that's where the issue is. Right? It's not the goal or the thing you want to reach. It's more that you can lose some steam and you lose some inspiration, some motivation when you cannot reach your expectations that in the first place were unrealistic. So you see how it doesn't make sense at all. But we can start to have issues when we have the wrong expectations. Now, part of that was being around people that had these expectations too and couldn't reach them. So, if you are around traders who are trying to get rich from it, around people who are reading websites and blogs and stuff, and are trying to, like, they find these holy grail strategies every week and they just try them out and they say they trade with them. If you're around these people, you cannot just get some good results. That's impossible, right? It's just impossible to get some good expectations. But if you're around people who are professional, doing it full time or getting close to there, that's when you get the right expectations. And it's not a bad thing to have lower expectations first, because you can always adjust those later. As you see what works, what doesn't work, as you see what makes sense, what you can reach, what you cannot reach, then you can start to adjust expectations, change them to make them better, stretch a little bit, so have like these goals are a bit more stretched that you can start to achieve and to work on. But at first, expectations can be tough and can be really a bad thing, and they prevent me from a long time from getting good results in trading for sure. Let me know by the way if you're seeing the chat over here on the live stream. If not, that's totally fine. If you're watching the replay, you can always come below in the replay. I'll be happy to answer your questions after. Like I said before, we'll do a video like this every single day of the week for the next week or so for the 50K subscriber party on YouTube. So hope you're coming for every day. It's gonna be at a different time, not the same time every day for sure. So I'm trying to kind of adjust with my schedule of moving to a new apartment, and we'll see what kind of works in that case. Okay, second thing was something that might be a little bit controversial, and that prevented me from being able to, I think, become more solid in trading. And that was the desire to copy the pros. Now you'll see everywhere people say, "Oh, you gotta imitate the pros. You gotta do like the successful people do, have the same routine, do the same things on a daily basis." And that's fair. That's a good thing, right? Until it doesn't, because the fact that when you copy other people, these people might not be like you. Like you might hear about this routine of a guy who's waking up at 5 a.m. doing this and that and all these things. He has a strategy doing this stuff. He's using fundamentals and that kind of stuff. And you try to copy it, but it doesn't work for you, right? Because you're different. Of course, everyone's different. So the more you try to copy other people, you try to kind of like imitate what they do exactly like them. It's rarely gonna work out. And that's because you gotta focus on creating your own style of thing and doing the habits and the things that you know help you to become better, right? If you just do things because you read them about online somewhere, it might not work. You see these people who, sometimes these people who are really really successful, like the best people out there, people like Elon Musk, people like Steve Jobs before. These people don't copy other people; they just do what they want to do, and they don't have like all the habits that you hear online that make people successful. They don't wake up all at 5 a.m. Some people do, of course, but they don't all do that, and they just do their own thing. And they do what they feel work for them, and they adjust with that. They don't copy other people, like try to do what they do. Like you won't see them every morning go on YouTube and look for videos of something to motivate them. That rarely happens. But the point is, even if that works for you, just do it. Like you don't have to copy other people. You can just do what works for you, and then just do it so that you get the best results with that. That's really important. Now, for me, I tried to copy people's strategies before. I would go on social media, I would go on blogs, on forums, find how the people were trading. That's useful to a certain point. Like that's a good thing sometimes. But there comes a point where you gotta kind of build your own style, your own thing. And I've talked about this many times before on the channel here, creating your own trading strategy. And you can find videos on that for sure on the channel. So, but that's really important, right? That's really, really key, to be able to create your own thing, do things that work for you. And if you don't want to use fundamentals, don't use fundamentals. If you don't want to use technicals, don't use technicals. Find something else that works for you, and that's really the key here. So you can try to learn from people by seeing what they do, but then always go back and create your own thing with what makes sense to you. That's the key point here. Okay. Otherwise, you can stay stuck. Otherwise, you'll stay stuck a long time in kind of inaction and trying to do what other people do, which won't work for you. Okay, that's really, really big. Third thing that's really massive for me, that really kind of took me a while to understand, and even now sometimes I try to kind of I tend to slip away from it. It goes with not trusting the process. So we all know that we gotta test strategies, we gotta do some back testing, we gotta practice and demo a little bit. We gotta practice our mindset, right? We're gonna do all these things to be able to get to live, trade profitably, and then even be consistent on the live account, right? We all know that. That's for sure. If you don't know that yet, you're maybe like really new to trading. Never heard these things before. Possible, but most likely not. The thing is, we try to kind of take shortcuts, right? We try to uh, be faster than other people. We try to fasten the process. We try to cut these steps that we think we don't need, and that all puts us back and stays puts us stuck in the place where we cannot reach our goals. We don't trust the process. We try to go our own process. We try to make our own process based on what we think, and that doesn't work. This is kind of like in contradiction to the second thing of desire to copy other people, copy the pros. But at the same time, you got to follow the process that you know works, the process that is what you got to do to be able to go to live. And if you think you don't know backtest, you don't need backtesting, then fine, you might not need it, right? But if you feel like you need backtesting but you don't do it, then that's not happening, and that's a big issue. So all these things that I used to think that, oh, I need to go demo, I'll just go live first. It's gonna be easier. I'll be able to reach my goal faster. I'll make money faster, and it definitely didn't work. I thought, well, I can just like copy the strategy here and go live with it. Might work really well. It didn't work, right? Of course. I thought, oh, I'll just pick the pairs I want to trade based on what I think and not backtest them. It's going to be faster. And of course, it didn't work. Right? Some pairs they used to trade were really bad when I sat down to do the work and backtest them properly. So all these things takes time, and they prevent you from achieving your goals by trying to always like cut and take shortcuts. Not the way to go for sure in trading. Okay, so hope that makes sense to you. Hope you got these tips, and I hope this is value and something that can help you get back on the right track if you've been slipping a little bit. The goal here is definitely to be able to help you reach your goals, and I hope that's going to help you a lot in that case. Leave me your thoughts below as always in the comment section. I'm happy to chat with you if you want. You can message me on Instagram. I'll be there to help you out during the week. And if you have any question, make sure you post them. You can send me a message there. Beware of fake accounts. There are a lot of them. This here on the screen is my real account, so you can just chat with me there and send me a message. I'll be happy to chat with you, of course. And I'll just answer a few questions here that I got on the chat. First question is, and again, it's going to go back to the tips we talked about before. Is your JP more stable than your USD? I don't know. I don't like both pairs. I don't trade both of these pairs. I trade none of them. So I don't really like them. Up to you, if you like them, that's fine. You got to look at what works best for your strategy and your style. I don't really like them myself. How did you work on discipline? Discipline for me was easy based on my personality. I tend to follow things really well. I tend to follow orders, but again, some things I tend to slip. Right, I tend to take shortcuts sometimes. So discipline was something that I had to really incorporate and really focus on stressing the process. And once I got around people who are disciplined, I became more disciplined myself. So I used to hang around traders who were full time or professional traders. They would teach me a lot about discipline and following the process, and that's really what helped me a lot. Otherwise, it's a personality thing. Some people are less disciplined than others. That's fine. Doesn't mean nothing is wrong with you or whatever. But if you have a strategy that you know works, like you know you're confident in the result, that makes a big difference. Then if you know that you can trade it properly live or demo, that makes a big difference. So that's all things that you gotta kind of work on. Just see a few chats here coming in quickly. So what are your thoughts on diagonal trend lines versus support and resistance areas? I don't like trend lines because they're really subjective. Support and resistance as well, kind of subjective a little bit, but in my opinion, less than that. So the thing is, a trend line you can always like draw it anywhere. You can like take any point in the chart and draw it there, and that might make it less reliable. Now, I'm not a fully expert in that. I don't trade trend lines myself. You could ask someone who trades trend line; they will tell you what they think. But for me, it doesn't really work, in my opinion. For me at least. Again, do what you want to do, and that's all good. What's the best book on price action to learn strategies? The thing is that I don't really learn from books in terms of trading, in the sense that I can read a book, but it's not the same. I learn from visual things. I learn from like videos. I learn from courses. I learn from coaches. Books and trading, not so much. I can read a book about like a story of someone, a biography or something. That I'll remember really well. But a trading thing, not so much. So if you want to check out some courses, you can check out Levin Pritani from Urban Forex. I've interviewed him before on the channel many times. Paul Langham is another one. Also interviews on that. Just search on YouTube, price action desire to trade. You'll find something pretty fast. Okay, that's the way to go sometimes to find things on my channel. Type the thing you want to search for. So price action, for example, and then desire to trade next to it. You'll find something pretty fast. Do you believe one had a higher probability than the other? Not sure what that's about. Is it about like one trader to be able to be successful? Not sure. Maybe you can clarify this to be sure. But yes, any book recommendation? Definitely. A book that I really love is The Daily Trading Coach by Brett Steenbarker. I know people will try to kind of write the names; it's gonna be wrong. So yeah, The Daily Trading Coach. Search for that on Google. You'll find it. It's 101 lessons to be able to improve your psychology and become your own trading coach. Really powerful stuff. That's one of the biggest one. Then if you want to learn like candlesticks, Japanese candlesticks charting technique by Steve Nyson, good one. Really good one for candlestick patterns. Again, a bit too much theoretical and not too much applied, but that's okay sometimes. Then you got to take this and make your own style with it, your own strategy. That's fun. If you want to be able to learn, uh, yeah, if you want to learn some psychology, daily training coach is good. If you want to be able to learn technicals, I'm not sure. There's a big book by. It might be too complex, so never mind. But yeah, there's many books. I've done a post on that in the past. I've done some videos on that in the past as well, so you can just have a look at this. But there's a lot of books that I like for sure. Here I've got a technical analysis and chart interpretation by Ed Ponzi. I'll show you here quickly. This one here, pretty good book for in terms of technicals. If you want to learn technicals, so Ed Ponzi, technical analysis and chart interpretation, pretty good. A little bit in depth. It's kind of like covering everything you gotta know, and then you might not use all of it, but that's a good starting point. Then you pick what you want to trade and you focus on that. What's your take on smart money concept? And do you trade with them? No, I don't trade with that. I just follow my own strategies and patterns in the market. I don't use Albrook strategies. Albrook is someone that I really respect. I really like his stuff, but it's really too in depth for me. I prefer to keep it simple. But if you want to be able to learn price action, he's the best person to learn from. One of the best, at least. Yeah, definitely. So one thing is people ask about who should learn price action from. There's so many people who teach that online, and I kind of respect three or so, maybe a few more. The thing is, it depends on who you are and your personality. So Albrook is really, really systematical, like really, really like mechanical, rule based. If you are like this, like really analytical, that's good for you, right? That's the perfect person to learn from. Other people like Nathan Pritani from Urban Forex, they are more kind of easygoing, more like not so mechanical, more discretionary, more based on interpretation, and that's okay for some people. Like some people are like that and they prefer that, but you just gotta go to someone who are in line with your style, and that's gonna make a big difference. So there are different people to learn from. Just pick the one that kind of fits your personality and your style, and that should be helpful. That should be helpful. I guess asking how do you go about taxes if you withdraw $10,000 and look at the tax bracket sheet? I will need to apply tax percent to my withdrawal. So in trading, the taxes come from your broker in the sense that so what I mean is that they come when you close a trade, not when you withdraw money. So at the end of the year, your broker is going to send you a statement with all the trades, all the profits you got. And even if the money is in your account, it's not really invested. It's not in any trade. You got to pay taxes on that. So of course it can depend on your country and how that works and the details of it, but you pay taxes on the trades closed, not the withdrawals you make, okay, from your account. So that's something you gotta know, and then from there, it's based on do you have another job or is this your only income? The tax will depend on that. If it's a capital gain or a kind of primary income, so that's what I would go with that. But again, I prefer to contact someone who knows that. I'm not an expert in accounting and taxes for sure. I'm really bad at that, and I hate that. So you can contact someone who knows that, and that's going to be more helpful for sure. In that case, um, what time measurement do you mostly focus on to confirm a trade? I use the 1 hour chart and the 4 hour chart to take trades. Then the daily chart to look at zones in the market. Here we have a question about do you use diversification in managing your portfolio? Yes, I do that. I'm trying to work on this now. So I have now three strategies that I work on. I've done videos in the past how to be able to build a portfolio. Type in portfolio results trade on YouTube. You'll find it pretty fast. And I have these strategies. I trade them on different pairs. I manage them. And now I have two that are live, one that I'm still testing now in demo. So that's how I manage my portfolio now. So two different strategies: one reversal, one pullback, and one breakout. It works pretty well like that. What would you say to someone who's been trading for a little bit over a year and finally break even? That's good. So if you're break even, it's just a matter of going back and really kind of focusing on data and analytics and kind of looking at your stats, improving your stats. So you want to find out your trades. What kind of your trades cause most of your losses? And you'll find like if you classify your trades like I do, so the good one, the bad one, the winning one, the losing one, you'll be able to see which one are losing money or are losing money the most. Like which mistakes you make the most in your trades, or which kind of trades in which environment cause you to lose the most money. So you gotta look at your stats for that. That's why you need a trading journal, a record of some sort, be able to look at your stats there. Now you try to reduce those more as much as you can. Try to make some goals to reduce your mistakes and stop trading where you are losing money in the either the market context, either the mental state, either the mm, news events or environments where you lose money. That's all. Right? Try to find these things where you lose the most money, the environments, the context, the setups, and then reduce those trades. It could be even some pairs. Some pairs might be really good, but some other pairs make you lose money. So look at which one those are and cut them. That's what I would do if I were break even to be able to get to profitable and then beyond after. Do you have any program that we can learn from you? Yes, we have a few. Don't buy them now though. So we're doing a sale in a couple of days for the 50K subscriber special, the party. So I'll let you know when I go live next, maybe next time. We're doing a sale for all of our big programs, so you're gonna be able to get a pretty good discount on those, and that should be something that can help you out to save some money and get into programs. So we have a program for Profirm, getting funded by Profirm. We have a program for going full time, a full coaching program to be able to help you go full time, and a program to be able to learn the basics of trading at first to get profitable. So hope that is going to be helpful for you, and I'll let you know details of that pretty soon. Leave me your thoughts in the comment section below as always. I gotta go to do some shopping now, but I'll catch you back here pretty soon in the next video. Ciao.